is ours.
Yeah, I'm so used to playing in all the tournaments, not casting them.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, rip. Oh, that's interesting. Kimbo Stu have picked their docks right off the bat. Kimbo going for AVRE and Stu going for 85s and IS2.
Yeah. That is interesting.
I mean, that's
AVRE.
something I would do, but I didn't expect they would right off the bat. But I guess they played this map so much that they are going to be doing a strategy they've been testing.
I feel like this is a really strong map for the AVRE because you can kind of just like run it up through the middle in the late game where everyone's trying to cap and there's just so many good targets for it. And then
Yeah, that's true. You can just hide behind those hedges and then just keep... Because that's what I've seen people do with the Brumbar as axis.
Well, this is a good cut-off attempt, or arrest here from the Axis.
No Vickers from Kimbo. He's going full-on infantry section spam. I feel like he's going to regret that considering the camping is cut off. Just going for the good old Brit infantry section blob.
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of that from Price and Progy as well.
Yep.
Does seem to be very effective. Like Tommy's, I don't know what it is, but their rifles just seem to wipe squads like nothing else.
Oh yeah, especially in green cover, they get the wipeability factor with their faster fire rate. But
look at this assault onto the cover position. 4 Tommies. They don't have very good cover.
And maybe I'm mistaken. They don't need a Vickers, just an infantry section blob.
M3's out there doing some damage as well. Doesn't have a flamethrower on it yet though, so not full power, not full strength. I'll stick around on the cutoff and neutralize that. So exchanging cutoffs here in the early game are these two teams.
Really good fuel harassment from both sides, going for each other's cutoffs as much as they can.
This blob from Kimbo though, just like even behind in a building, you're not safe. There's just so much firepower here. And good, he just like switches targets straight away to the incoming squad as well. So really on top of his control of it. Even the stern pioneers here, just, I mean...
Yeah. As expected, he's upgrading the 5-man for it, but... Not sure he needs that when he can just keep blobbing them up all together.
Yeah, I feel like 5-man squads for the Tommies, like, they just don't even need weapon upgrades at that point, they're so strong. He's gets control of the house finally, just through sheer firepower with the Tommies rifles.
Got your typical Flamer Cown card by Stoob in the center.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to bait it over this mine here.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm not going to take the
Smart
bait.
play from Stoob, not trying to go for it.
Oh, Rakin's right there though. Oh, he just got the Panzerfaust now. Oh my god. This is like crazy timing. Stu could lose it now as he runs past these Volkswagens once again.
No, he doesn't even need the Panzerfaust. Just takes it out with small arms fire.
Well, that's pretty bad to lose your M3 that early on. I feel like it...
Yeah, that's pretty much the crutch you need, especially against double OKW on this map. That's gonna hurt the Allied side pretty hard, I would say.
Also lost control of their fuel for a good chunk of time. Still haven't got it captured yet. What do you think of double OKW on this map, Vaughn?
Well, I think it definitely is strong in the sense that you can use the stern piles around corners to bleed Allied infantry, and the bulks have tons of cover everywhere that they can utilize pretty well. So I feel like it's a pretty strong combination on this map, as long as you don't let the Allies overrun you with light vehicles. That's the only weakness with it.
Yeah. Well, they did a pretty decent job shutting down the M3. Didn't inflict too much damage, didn't get any wipes, so do a decent start in that regard. These Royal Engineer Flamers, man, you don't see them too often, but they are really good with the 5-man upgrades. Kind of like the upcoming Pioneers. An infantry commander.
Enemy threatening a capture point. Ready to set a command vehicle and call in recon support.
Yeah, it definitely helps discourage the OKW player from trying to camp in buildings on the left side of the map with that flamer upgrade. Oh, he could lose a stern pile on retreat here with VonIvan. And he does. Oh.
Wow, that's bad news. Just as looks is about to hit the field. If it takes any damage now, it'll take forever to get repaired back up.
Oh man, he doesn't have any AT whatsoever. That P2 could actually follow those penals all the way into the base, considering they have PTRS upgrades.
Yeah, no PTRS on any of the 4 penal squads. It's a very heavy investment into penal troops. Generally, you just see 3 with the double combat engineer start, but
Yeah.
clearly we're going to see some. I think we're going to see some blob tactics here from Stu and Kimbo. And when you do those kind of tactics, you just want mass amounts of infantry to maximize your chances of getting those wipes on retreat.
Seems to be working pretty well for him so far. They've already got a stern pile wipe right off the bat, and are maintaining a pretty decent map presence so far.
Yeah, we are seeing Kimbo as well go for like a kind of late AC. Generally you see those coming out at around 6 minutes 30, but of course he went for the 5-man upgrade before that, so it does delay his AC in response to this looks.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Wow, look at Isidore. He's got his tier 4 going up on the cutoff right now. That is a super fast tier 4 tech.
Oh wow, yeah. That's almost 10 minutes into the game, already got tier 4 coming up.
Penal troop about to go down in the middle.
Ooh, and it does. Very unfortunate for Stu.
That's why he got 4 of them, you know? He knew he was going to lose one at some point. So he got that insurance policy, one extra squad.
Yep.
Oh, satchel on this machine gun.
Ooh.
Okay.
Only got a model out there. And Stu's still not willing to go for any sort of PTRS upgrade. I think he's rushing just straight to T70 at this point.
Point secure. Maintains in position.
Yeah, well, if we look at the VPs, VonIvan and Isildur have drained about 100 more than Stephen Kimbo.
Ooh, Volk's about to hit a mine on the left field. Could get wiped. Oh, and survives with one model. Pretty lucky.
An anti-tank battery is ready for deployment. Make ready to move.
AC back on the field.
Yeah,
Looks like Isildur going for the old double Raketen strategy.
now that looks has been, you know, it took that little bit of damage and it's been off the field requiring repairs for so long.
Yeah, he waited for the mech to be upgraded to repair it fully, and he still hasn't. Okay, now he's finally bringing it back onto the front lines, but I
Shows
feel
how,
like he could have.
yeah, it just shows how costly it is when you lose your Stern Pioneers early. It just there's a massive impact on your light vehicle game as well.
Definitely.
T70 in the north as well now.
Looks like Von Asten is saving for a Stuka instead of getting a Puma, actually, to try to counter these light vehicles. So they'll be relying entirely on the Kettons, which will be kind of risky.
Yeah, the Axis are in a very vulnerable position right now. You know, they're up against two light vehicles which can both bully the looks. And Isildur's still like, what, 70 fuel away from medium tank. So if they lose control of both fuels here, and his medium tank gets delayed even further, they are in huge trouble. It's like a very risky strategy to go for.
Yeah, and the Allies now have a full triple cap on the Axis. So the VPs will be starting to tick down pretty badly for them.
Promotion received.
4 kills for the looks to this point. It's just a disaster, honestly. Good positioning though of Isildur's Raketen in the north. Keeps getting a few shots on that T70, zoning it out.
Man, Axis are just completely held up in the center of the map here. Trying to find a way to break out in any avenue of opening.
So they're finally going to get that northern fuel under control.
Oh man, 2 infantry sections on the center VP just barely miss a mine that was laid. Could have dealt some heavy blows on him. Forced to retreat. And now he's got the sweeper to reveal it.
Man, that was... oh yeah. That was really good reaction times from Kimbo though. He saw that machine gun getting set up and he pulled back like so quickly. It was like really impressive reaction times. Or this could be a chain Faust here.
Uh-oh. We've got 2. Is there a third? Doesn't look like it. T70 pushed back. Oh, and gets hit by a second Raketen. That was on the strat point to the right. Really good wipe that was really needed for the Axis.
Yeah, I have to say, I'm very impressed with Isildur's Raketen positioning so far. He seems to be a master of it.
Yeah, Isildur's OKW is a sight to behold whenever I watch it in 2v2. And it looks like he's saving to opt straight for a Panzer IV, which we'll be able to get in about 30 seconds, I assume.
Oh, this Tommy squad could go down. Mine on their retreat. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That's
Almost
2.
loses a bulk on the right. Oh!
The enemy have wiped out
The infantry section on the left goes down. Almost loses a bulk on the right to a satchel. Stuka heading the AT gun and Victors, but misses both. Infiltration nades on the Victors. Just barely gets it out of there. Well, that's interesting. Stuve, instead of saving for the IS-2, is going for another T-70 with a Ziz gun from Tier 2.
Yeah, that seems a little bit dicey, I have to say, because Isildur now has enough resources for Panzer IV if he chooses to get it. Might be saving straight for the Panther, though. Things have been going pretty well for them as of late.
T-70 light tank has arrived.
Now, while this will delay his IS-2, the Allies do have a plus 32 fuel income, so I don't think it'll delay it too much as long as they have the resource points they currently have.
Oh, he's trying to bait this AC in. Look, he's got 3 Rakittans right here. One of them gets decrewed, though, so...
Uh-oh. Looks like he's going to kill it. Could lose the AEC, though, if he's not careful. Just barely gets it out of there. Oh, can he recruit it? Oh, and he does!
6-pounder missed 2 shots there in a row, like... Oh, could still get another chance? Oh, misses it again!
He recruited again! Is he gonna get it? He gets it!
Flame mortars can be called to attack enemy structures.
Wow. Yeah, the twists and turns of this match. Well, there are a lot of mines here.
Uh-oh. If he's not careful, he could actually hit the Brit player's own mine right there.
I'm afraid, quite dead. A capture point is being overrun.
Oh, another Stuka going down. I think it's on the left. Yep, it's on the AT gun. Clears the mine and the AT gun. Not a bad Stuka shot. Well, that's interesting. Looks like Stuve is opting for a Tier 1 into Tier 2 T-70 build, straight to IS-2. He's going to try to retake the right fuel, but now the Panzer IV has hit the field, and that's going to completely shut down any attempts to harass the fuel point.
Yeah, that second T-70, man, that... I mean, T-70s are always good, but yeah, against this Panzer IV, he's going to have a bit of trouble.
Oh, Von Asten going for a sneaky steal of the 6-pounder AT gun. Actually using it against the Cromwell that Kimbo has on the left, but Kimbo's now dropping the flame motor support ability to great effect. Clears the 6-pounder and the MG.
Oh my god. That was a really late retreat from Von Asten. I'm not sure what he's up to there.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Oh, he's actually opting to try to kill those support weapons before they could be recruited again. Ooh, nasty Ziz shots going on the right-hand side. BP could lose the stern pile. Oh! Loses the stern pile to his P4 hitting a mine on the retreat path.
Oh boy, this one's going
two as well. Rebuilding it. Ooh, Stuve trying to, or I mean Kimbo trying to go for the steal of the support weapons on the left. Infiltration aids going down though. Gets some nasty wipes. Actually clears an infantry section. Recrews the 6-pounder. Kimbo will get away with the MG34 though. Kind of risky though. He's doing the repairs of the Cromwell right in front of the 6-pounder and the Panzer IV and the Raket, and he's gonna probably lose it here if he's not careful. Oh no, Kimbo! Why would you try to repair that so close to the front line?
Yeah, that was crazy. A good awareness though from Von Asten and Isildur, knowing that the smoke was there because the vehicle was there. They knew exactly why that smoke was in that position. Started using the attack ground. It worked out really well. That smoke was actually kind of good in some ways because I think it did help the stolen machine gun get away, but losing a
To
tank
let
in
the
exchange.
Axis know exactly where he was repairing his Cromwell, which
Yeah.
losing that is pretty huge. Ooh, some good shots from the P4 on the center VP with the retreating PTRS team. However, Zizgun, though, with T70 recon, could lose the P4 if he's not careful. Main gun destroyed. Gets it out in the nick of time.
Yeah,
And
no,
holy schnitzel. Stube is laying a ton of mines on the right, but Isildur knows with the sweeper.
Sturmovik close air support is available.
Oh, AEC! Oh,
abandoned.
Stupid gets abandoned. Going for a deep dive here. Actually gets the Stupid, couldn't get the P4, but main gun destroyed! Oh no! RNG just rearing its ugly head, and now he can salvage.
Either way, I think at this point in the game I would be happy trading my AEC for a walking Stuka, so I think that was a good assault from Kimbo.
Yeah, definitely more of an effective assault overall for the Allies in terms of trading resources and units. However, Kimbo now has absolutely no armor, and I'm assuming he's probably saving straight for ABRE, which will be a few minutes.
VonIvan and Isildur though getting so low in VPs, 149 currently. Like when you get
Yeah,
this
they're
far
really gonna
behind,
miss.
it's just like massive problems.
We're really going to need to keep the pressure up on the VPs here, or else the drain is going to eventually bite them in the rear. God, Kimbo. Gotta be careful. He's trying to pop in the building by the BP, but it's super low on health. If he's not careful, he could lose something.
They've got 2 VPs and they neutralized 1, so you know the drain is on. VonIvan and Isildur gotta get cooking here because they are way behind right now.
Yeah, now the Allies have both fuel points, which is really going to hinder the Axis from getting more armor on the field. As well as the fact that Stube now has an IS-2, which will be able to counter this OKW P4 with double Zizguns.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, looks like
not looking good for the Axis here, it has to be said.
yeah, they really need to focus on one side instead of splitting up on both here, or else it's gonna cause them to run into a divide and conquer sort of strategic outlook.
Well, Command Pep hitting the field now for VonIvan as well, so he's going to be able to return fire on that IS-2 at the very least. Good assault here from the Panzer II in the south. Clears out a machine gun.
Oh, he's going to be able to clear this 6-pounder and Vickers, as you said.
This is actually working out really well for them. This thing's going off here. I think he's going to chase to base, try to get some wipes maybe.
Oh yeah, getting a Faust on the T-70, stolen 6-pounders. Going to try to take out the T-70 now with the Panzer II flanking. IS-2 trying to wipe it in time, but gets the shot off. Takes out the Bed 2 T-70. Very well played from VonIvan here with the push. We now also have a Command Panther rolling on up.
Oh, the looks goes down on the base exit. 2's this there.
Ooh. Did it hit a mine as well, or was it just the Zizgun?
I think it was just, yeah, pure as this firepower there.
Wow. Well played from Stu. Axis, realizing how bad the BP situation is, have pulled off a pretty successful assault to get back into this game, I feel now. They even killed the 6-pounder with the Command Panther on the left. So
Yeah,
now,
I mean, look at Kimbo's army. 30 supply. He's got like
Jesus.
4 squads of infantry. That's it.
Kimbo, what are you doing, man? He's got nothing. No AT whatsoever to deal with this armor. He's still saving up for that AVRE, Churchill.
And it looks like the Axis did steal away that machine gun as well, so yeah, he's really got nothing.
There's barrage going down on the center. The MG-34. Double Ziz barrage going down on the Raketin as well. Actually gets a wipe of the Raketin. Oh, damn, Kimbo manages to clear all the support weapons on the left, however, but he's got no AT to deal with this command camper. He's gonna try to recoup everything though.
Yeah, exactly. He's about to get some AT. He needs to take this Panther off prioritized vehicles though, get its other guns into action here.
Ooh, but thankfully VonIvan was able to bring up his infantry Blobberino to clear out all the stolen support weapons.
Yeah, I think the Allies are just trying to go for a VP win here. It seems like they're really concentrating on the VPs.
Yeah. Also about to get both fuels as well, so Axis are really need to apply some more pressure.
Well, this is interesting. Kimbo actually going for a Comet now and opting not to go for the AVRE. Oh, looks like Tommy's going to go down. There it goes to the Panzer IV in retreat.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
I think he realizes if he went AVRE, it would be a horrible choice considering the Axis have all these stolen AT guns and Command Panther plus Panzer. He's trying to make a push on the Command Panther on the left, but the stolen 6-pounder will be able to deter him from chasing him away.
Oh man, that Comet. He better get out of there. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Be careful. Uh-oh, one more shot. Might be... Nope. It would have been bad if he would have lost it. Axis playing pretty wisely here, making sure to camp and hold the left and center VP at the very least. To stop the drain at all costs. And now, I actually think another Stuka would do wonders, considering the double Ziz on the field and other support weapons.
Yeah, Von Aston though, struggling for manpower a little bit at the moment. He's just got such a large army. His preservation has actually been very good.
Yeah. Isildur could actually get a Stuka if he wanted to right now. He's floating a bit of manpower and fuel. Could even get another Panther or Panzer IV if he wanted.
Yeah, well, he put down the mechanized truck, so he's got plenty of options open now. He could even go for the King Tiger.
You know what? He might actually be going for the King Tiger. He's got all 3 tier buildings, and I think that's what he's saving for. Because he can afford any range of items at this point, except for that. Man, Kimbo's lack of unit preservation is really starting to bite him a bit. Allowing the Axis to rebuild and hold the center and left. And now they're applying pressure on the right.
Yeah, no, the Allies are still in this. They're doing some good work in the middle. Good anti-tank gun positioning from Kimbo. Getting the smoke as well from the Comet, which is helping them with the captures. So their drain is back on, now under 90 for the Axis.
We could lose the Panzer IV on the right here. Stube going for the chase. Oh, just barely escapes with main gun destroyed. He's now flanking around the Raketin. Command Panther, though, coming up from behind, seeming to get some sneaky shots in. But Ziz is there to keep him back. Looks like Kimbo's trying to keep the center well defended with his Comet and double 6-pounders.
Yeah, the Axis once again though, the VP pressure is on and they're a bit slow getting into the capture circle. That happens like 1 or 2 more times, they could just outright lose the game.
Half-track has arrived.
Oh, they're mine on the VP. Oh, Kimbo
did it wipe
losing.
the flame right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Kimbo really letting down the ally team here with unit preservation.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
He's got no repairs for his Comet now, so that could be a bit of an issue because he also doesn't have any munitions for the vehicle crew repairs.
Well, he does have one Royal Engineer squad left and he's building a second, but without the vet it's going to be kind of slow. Trying to get a shot on the Command Panther, however Raketin is there. Ooh, deflection though, lucky for Kimbo. And another deflection. Comet just barely getting out of dodge.
Yeah, Isildur is hitting that magic number very close to the King Tiger now. It has to be the King Tiger, there's no other options.
Oh no, if he doesn't go King Tiger, I'll be shocked.
Return fire! Return fire! What's the mission?
I'm also interested to see if he'll utilize the airborne assault strafe on the IS-2 at some point. He does have the munitions for it. Yep, and he does, right on the IS-2 in the center.
Yeah, so the first pass of this does pinning and infantry damage, then the second and third passes do anti-tank. So you do have quite a long time to get your tanks out of there before they're in danger. But he's playing very aggressively with his IS-2, staying in the zone of danger.
Now the King Tiger creeping on up. Ju-87 is strafing the IS-2 pretty decently too here. It's right below half health. This is going to also weaken.
It feels to me like maybe the Axis is starting to turn the corner despite their low VP count. Feels like they're taking over the game here.
We're losing a capture point.
No, allies are in such a horrible situation at this point. And Stuve is still letting the Ju-87 strafe his IS-2. But thankfully the call-in has just ended for airborne assault. However, it's going to take them a while to repair that. And now with the King Tiger in the center, it's going to be difficult for the allies to capture the center VP. They're going to need to try to...
Yeah, Penal almost goes down in one shot to the KT.
ISG almost gets it too. Oh, Snuka just barely misses it as well. That is one lucky penal bottle.
Oh, he's just thinking anything's better than being in the gulag.
Kimbo
Yeah,
puts
this is
the Comet
the first
engine
game.
damage on the left. Not sure where the position is. 6-pounders. Now the right VP is being harassed by the Sturm pile of Isildur. Gets suppressed, however, and pushed back.
IS-2's up to Vet 2 though, that's generally like the magic number for the IS-2, that's when it gets its 10 bonus range, which really helps fight the Axis tanks.
Looks like Kimbo's trying to go for a push on the left. He's gonna need to be careful though, there's a whole assortment of support weapons waiting for him with the Command Panther. Oh, Penal again, just barely getting out with his life. One model retreating from the King Tiger shot. Got the IL-2 coming down on the center VP, suppressing the bolts, forcing the retreat.
AA mode activated by Isildur on this tick structure straight away. Right on top of it. Oh, nice use of the white phosphorus here from Kimbo on his Comet.
Ooh, IS-2 clears the Raketen on retreat on the right. Well, Isildur now is a vet 4 Panzer IV with 33 kills. We need to get it out of there though. T-70 taking shots from the KT in the center. Another Stu coming down. Almost clears
Oh, Comet, what is he doing?
Oh, did he just suicide the Comet?
He drove it right up to the Raketen and tried to use the crew grenade and then it just died.
Oh,
Reckless stuff from Kimbo, it has to be said.
Causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
yeah, especially considering his army composition, he's gonna need to save everything he can. Good shots on the support weapons though, by the left VP. Might lose a bulk here if he's not careful. He just barely gets away.
Yeah, the suppression comes in just in the nick of time for Von Aston.
It looks like the Allies have rebounded a bit. We've got 3 Ziz guns for Stu. Definitely prepared for that KT wherever it is.
Yeah, he needs that many AT guns. Honestly, it's the King Tiger and the Command Panther. They both have so much health and so much armor. You need so much anti-tank in return to fight them off.
Oh, wonderful ISG smoke going down on the right BP, making the IS-2 guess where the bolts are hiding.
Oh, I guess is right.
Looks like Stu forgot to kill the wipe Raketen worker, but Von Aston and Isildur are both not opting to recruit it for some reason. Could be pop cap. Well, they're actually not pop cap, but I guess they're just leaving it there for now. IS-2 pushing in a little risky here in the center, taking shots from the KT and P4. Stuka goes down on the AT guns. Ooh, gets some damage on the IS-2, but and there's an AT gun with the P4.
Yeah, this is a good push here from Isildur.
He's trying to go for the risky satchel, forced to retreat though, taking heavy damage.
Stuve is using crew repairs on his IS-2 really close to the front lines here. It's dicey to do it.
He's got 2 AT guns to guard it at least, so it's not as bad as Kimbo, where he just had it literally almost touching the front line with no AT gun support.
Oh, that is true.
Kimbo's been doing pretty good harassing the left VP as best he can. However, his lack of infantry support with his AT guns is really killing him. So his barrage on the center VP. T-70 also forces the push out of the MG on the right VP, going for a good use of recon mode, the captain. Wow, he's got a bet 3 T-70 with only 14 kills. It's not too shabby.
I think there's actually got a lot of nice little smoke coming in. A lot of experience from taking damage on it and having to repair it. Like,
Actually,
honestly.
that's a good point too. Can get bet from that.
Yeah.
Ooh, double Raketen's in the center. Gets one shot off on the T-70. The retreat. Infiltration aids on the left, forcing the retreat of the Royal Engineers. The Raketens going to town on the IS-2 in the center. IS-2 wipes one of them. Before... Now, oh my god, Vet 5 clears a penal squad on retreat on the right VP. Absolute slaughterhouse with 44 kills.
What a beast.
Oh, I love it when you get your P4 to Vet 5. Turns into a Terminator. Ooh, another Stuka barrage goes down, wipes the Vet 3 AT gun entirely and destroys it. Really good barrage from Von Aston there. Allies are desperate to hold the center VP now and defend the right. Vet 5 Panzer IV is going in for the kill on the Vet 3 T-70. Forces it to fall back.
Oh my god, look at Stu's infantry, man. He's got like nothing left right now. Those walking Stugas have just been decimating him.
It looks like Kimbo and Stu have switched roles now from the early to mid game where Kimbo had nothing really, and now Stu just has a few support weapons, a penal, and a PTRS engineer.
Yeah, Kimbo's got those 3 AT tank guns just running around in formation. He's looking to catch something off guard with them for sure.
I'm gonna have to call it right here. I think the Axes have won the game at this point. I mean, with the Vet 5 P4 and KT and the fact that they have pretty much most of their infantry from early to mid kept alive with Vet, this AVRE is gonna have to do a miracle in order to get the Allies back into this game.
Yeah, well, he's definitely planning something. He's moved all his anti-tank guns down to the south with the AVRE, hoping to be able to punish any flanks on his AVRE. Sounds like Von Aston could hear it through the fog of war. Starts repositioning in anticipation.
Oh, shoots it on the MG34. Clears it entirely. Stuka coming down on the 6-pounders. Ooh, clears one of them. Good shot from Von Aston, who now has 2 Stukas on the field. Definitely a good choice for all of these AT guns being spammed by the Allies.
I have to say, I've really been enjoying Kimbo's use of the white phosphorus on his comets. He's been making great use of it so far.
Yeah, it's really brought down the health on literally everything it's shot at, forcing Von Aston to either pull it back or use it more conservatively. Command Panther taking some shots, blitzkrieging out of there. Oh, Comet though.
This is dicey.
Almost gets wiped by the 6-pounder, just misses the attack round.
Maybe I'm really ready for another barrage though. It's coming in.
Oh, almost clears the MG34. Another Stuka going down on the 6-pounder. Fails to clear it.
Yeah, that's actually his second walking Stuka. He's gone for 2 of them now.
T-70 could wipe. Yep, wipes the Vet 5 bulk from Von Aston in the center. Good wipe for Stu.
Yeah, and the Allies have got 2 VPs under their control. Axis back on the train here.
Yeah, with just such little army composition, they're really using their armor and support weapons to great effect.
SU-85 now. Yeah, it's going to zone out that Panzer IV in the north.
Well, if T-70 recon, the SU-85 is definitely going to have a good vision of the battlefield without actually having to upgrade it itself.
Oh, this is good. Good activation of the airborne assault from Isildur. Knowing how important the VPs are, he just pops it just so he can cap safely. Walking Stuka almost knocks out the T-70 there.
AU-87 is damaging the SU-85. Pulls back. The 70 recon enabled from Stu. Giving vision of the battlefield.
Where's this comet going? Are the comets going after the Walking Stuka and the Command Panther?
Ooh, nasty dive from Kimbo. The Sildor dropped smoke to cover the Stuka retreat. Oh, and he fails to get the hit on the Command Panther. Could actually lose the Comet here to the King Tiger. It looks like he will. Oh man, very unlucky for Kimbo there. And now all he's got is the AVRE and 3 6-pounders.
Oh yeah, that was that was a little bit of a throw, I have to say.
Well, it was a risky push, but he should have known with all the support that the Axis have in the center that his chances of success would be slim. He really needed that Comet for the Command Panther. So now if he gets one good Stuka barrage on these 6-pounders, he'll be able to just push right in on the AVRE and kill it. Oh, the Volks get the bounce on the AVRE but die in the process.
But he's going to try follow this up with the Command Panther, it looks like. Three anti-tank guns lining up. Oh, they're doing big damage. Command Panther in trouble now.
Oh god, is Von Aston doing what Kimbo just did? He might be throwing his
the
Command
Walking
Panther
Stuka's coming
here.
in.
The Stuka's hits his own Command Panther with it. Oh no! He just threw! Oh man. He took Kimbo's bait pretty well. Stuve is coming over to try to protect the AVRE now, but...
So is the King Tiger making its way down here.
Raketen right in front of the KT cloak, forcing it to go slowly. Blocking its way a bit. Vet 3 IS-2 versus the Vet 2 King Tiger. Pulls back due to the S-285.
Oh, fresh Command Panther. He's going hunting. Gonna find the AVRE in the south, it looks like. And he's, yeah, he knows exactly the position of everything.
The 6-pounders have pulled back all the way to the base. Oh, and he gets the shot on the Command Panther though with the AVRE. What are you doing, Von Aston?
Here comes the SU-85 in support. I think he's gonna keep it alive.
Oh my god, he actually manages it. Oh man, how do you let that happen? You know he's got... Oh, that was a unfortunate series of events for Von Aston. Tries to clear the 6-pounders again, but fails.
6-pounder could get one shot on the SU-85 and kill it. It's kind of spinning around. Don't know if he's got sight though.
Taking out a cleared 6-pounder for a Ketten on the left. IS-2 is now Vet 3 as well, with 55 kills, not too shabby. King Tiger's got 38 kills, with Panzer IV 34.
I still think this is anyone's game, honestly. Like, one good push and hold on to the VP could still result in an allied win. Nice Gammon bomb.
Yeah, wonderful Gamma Bomb used from Kimbo. Wipes an MG-34 there. Stuka going down on the Royal Assault Engineers. Misses him. To be honest though, the Axis, all they have to do is camp one piece of armor on each VP and bring a little bit of support, and I honestly think they could take this game considering their superior armor force.
Oh, nice white. Yeah, the IS-2's gone to work.
Oh man, that vetted Raketen Warfare. Stuve does have a good assortment of armor though. He's got all the Tier 4 vehicles, the IS-2 and the Vet 3 T-70. About to get a Katusha as well.
He's lacking a little bit of infantry, but he does of course have secure mode, so that could come into play in this hotly contested VP battle here.
Indeed. I'm shocked at how well the Allies are coming back into this, considering how much was right earlier on. That AVRE Churchill is full of miracles.
Yes, one shot from death here as well. Command Panther's going in for it.
Panther. He's hungry.
Shreddy 5 coming over in support. And the AVRE's gonna escape. That is
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Kimbo, so lucky. Getting
This
away
thing is
there.
blessed. That crew deserves a British Medal of Glory. KT exposing its rear armor here. He's got to be careful.
This is trouble for the Axis. They're on the drain here and maybe about to lose the middle.
And I just lost the Vet 3 MG34 to the Katusha as
Oh,
well.
what's
The
this?
P4 though
Katusha.
gets the candy.
Oh my god. So
IS-2
close.
was really angry about that though, going in for the kill. P4 blitzkriegs out of there just barely.
50
avoids
points.
the shot from the IS-2.
This is so tense. The VP battle wages. Oh, he's built a trench on the VP here to try and stop the suppression from the machine gun.
Oh my god. Well, the Vet 4 Sturm piles though, they should be able to clear it at close range. Thankfully.
Yeah, AVRE's back out of commission for repairs, so it can't support.
Stuka goes down in the center. Doesn't get any shots off on any of the targets.
He's capping in the north though.
You now have a new comet tank.
It's just going back and forth. The VP battle. Such
God,
a close
I
game.
I don't know how the Axis aren't able to just solidify this, considering they have double Stukas, Command Panther, KT, support weapons, but the Allies are just using their vehicles and AT guns to such great effect. It's preventing the Axis from
Well, this could be
holding
trouble.
the line.
Both AT guns go down there in the south. This is tense, man. This is a
I didn't expect this to get. I thought the game was over about 10 minutes ago, but Kimbo and Stuve are just playing for their lives here. Gets another wipe of the Vet 4 Sturm pile with the AVRE. Jesus Christ. This thing is a monster.
Oh, now he's going in once again with the Command Panther, but one of the AT guns.
Oh, he gets the wipe, but if he's not careful,
Destroyed a vehicle.
the 6-pounders of the AVRE could actually get this Command Panther here. Isildur dropping smoke though. Ooh.
Yeah, nice teamwork there on the Axis with the smoke from his ally.
Oh, I thought that was going to go horribly for the Command Panther. Really well played from Von Aston. And believe it or not, the Allies, less than 30 points for the Axis in terms of VPs. The Allies are causing a lot of pressure on the VP drain here. They now have a triple cap, almost. With Axis getting down to about 20.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
They're gonna need to pull through with everything they've got right now, or else this is gonna be.
That KT's just been sitting in the middle getting blasted by this SU-85.
No, he's got to pull it back. He actually might lose it to the SU if he's not careful. He's blitzkrieging it out of there. Vet 5 Panzer 4. Oh, getting dog teamed from the IS-2 and Team 45. Kills the 85, but the IS-2 kills the poor Vet 5 Panzer 4.
Oh my god, is he going to use secure mode on the IS-2? I think he is.
Yeah. Oh, I think he forgot to. Oh, no, okay, he remembered. I was gonna say. Axis sneakily get the triple cap back, but with the IS-2 decapping the right, it's anybody's game at this point.
T70 coming into the middle with secure mode. It's just an all secure mode action battle here.
Holy shit. Man, that KT is gonna take forever to repair.
Penal's pushing to the middle.
Kimbo loses an infantry section on the left trying to decap the BP. However, the Allies will be able to decap the center, and a Vet 3 Rakettenwerfer gets wiped as well. Just misses the Ziz gun too.
Valiant assault popped by Sildor trying to sprint back onto the battlefield.
Ready to provide support.
This T-70 just locking down the middle though so effectively. This could be it.
Yeah.
The Allies make a really good push onto all of the VPs right now.
Oh god, Rakettenwerfer stops the decap on the left. Man Panther's moving in to try to finish off the AVRE Churchill. He's hungry. Ooh, dodges a shot from it.
Oh my god. Massive
See
carnage in the
center.
middle.
Oh, Sildor's made a Panther. Not sure if that's the wisest decision, but with the KT so low, he's got to push in everything he's got to cap the point.
Command Panther's going hunting for the AVRE in the back lines. He's just about got
KT
it.
goes down. IS-2 really weak though. Panther's coming in to try to wipe. And we have the Command Panther also flanking. AVRE goes down. IS-2, Vet 3, desperately trying to... Oh, main gun destroyed. He kills the Panther, but the Command Panther... And... Oh my... They got it.
They got it. The
They
Allies.
got the...
Oh, what a game, man. What a game.
I'm just speechless.
Yeah,
I can't believe they pulled this through. The Axis had everything, like 15 to 20 minutes ago, in their favor, and the Allies just crawled back with that miracle ABRE and the Vet 3 IS-2 with T-70, and
Yeah,
we're
that
just able
IS-2,
to-
man. 77 kills. That is insane. Wow, very impressive. So that was game one, and I think this is a best of 5 series as well.
yep. This is just game one.
We're just
We
getting
still have a few
started.
more to go.
Victory is ours.
We're underway.
Aha. No dock choices right off the bat, which is interesting. Oh. I stand corrected. Kimbo is locked in Command Panther doctrine. Solid choice.
We have more. We are now able to
Yeah, once
Von
again.
Asten
German
is
radio transmissions.
just locked in
85 tanks are now
Armored
ready
Assault
for
with
use.
IS-2.
Use them to crush the Huns.
Once again, it's
Also-
going to be double OKW, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I think I have seen these guys play mixed Axis before, so must just be something they favour on outskirts.
Double OKW is pretty strong on this map as well. I saw Stuve and Kimbo use it to really great effect against Rosras and Ardavik on this map. However, they were double USF, which a little bit of a rough ride against all those Sturm piles early game, so this might be a little bit more of a challenge considering it's Brits and Soviets instead of double USF.
This is actually an interesting build from Von Asten. He's gone for one conscript into the M3. It's not something you generally see.
Well, I actually do this strategy sometimes in 2v2, but in a majority of games, most people don't. Usually like to go penals into scout car. Got the Bren carrier coming out from the Sildor. Pretty standard opening for Brits. With the Vickers on the way as well.
Yeah, we saw the Wasp be so powerful on this map previously in the Ultimate Team Tournament just a few months ago, so definitely a good option to go for the Bren carrier.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Still not enough munitions yet to upgrade the flamer and the scout car, but should be able to get it within about 20 seconds.
Taking fire!
Good cutoff push by Kimbo.
Your forces have constructed a
Gets the
platoon command
decap.
post.
Vickers is there to push him away, though.
Flamethrower being upgraded currently for VonIvan, but not quite in the M3 yet. Interesting that Stuve actually went for a Kubel. I feel like it's not that strong on a map like this. Too small for the Kubel.
Yeah, and especially with the fact that they have a universal carrier and a scout car on the field, he's got to be real careful of that Kubel wagon, which is actually going deep behind enemy lines. I wonder what he's trying to... I guess he's going for the decap of the strap point by the base, but that Kubel is going to be really vulnerable.
Standing by for setting of command post.
Doesn't look like he's trying to push it, though, with any of the scout cars. However, he is retreating it in a pretty weird
Excellent work.
position here. Getting past the Royal Engineers, but running straight into the Wasp.
Yeah, Wasp can't do anything. That Wasp upgrade just popped as well. If that was still the Bren carrier with the machine gun, probably would have got the kill.
Yeah. Google actually gets away. Pretty impressive micro from Stu. Got the good old bulk blob from Kimbo being suppressed by the Vickers in the house on the left.
M3 goes down to the mine in the north and takes down 3 combat engineer models with it.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
And definitely good mine positioning from Stu on the right.
He's got so many mines up there. Like, he was well prepared for that M3.
Ooh, Pino's about to run into another mine. Take 3 models off.
Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital, but only for those who are seriously wounded.
Looks like Kimbo's actually not going to opt for Raketten Warfare. That's going to make this Wasp even more effective against his Volks if he's not careful.
Supply sector.
Looks like he's opting to rush for a flak half-track. Good incendiary nade on the Vickers in the building. Forces the retreat.
So Stuve going for the battle group. In fact, this is a double battle group strategy from the Axis. You don't see that too often.
Oh wow! Yeah, you don't see that every day when you're playing in 2v2.
Even in 1v1, the battle group's really fallen out of favor as of late.
I think it's just because mainly the fact that you can get the Schwer up a lot faster, as well as the flak half track being such a powerhouse on cutoffs. And interestingly enough, he built a second conscript. Actually, no, he's built 3 conscripts on the right-hand side with the penal squad instead of triple or quadruple penals.
Five-man upgrade for Sildor. He's also selected his commander going for mobile assault, so probably going to see the land mattress this game. Things actually going pretty well for the Allies here, getting a lot of territory right now. Axis kind of need like a light vehicle to relieve this pressure.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Kimbo isn't building a flak half-track right now. That definitely would help in this situation a lot. It looks like neither is Stu. I'm wondering if there's going for double rush into P4, and a Sturm Pile goes down in the center VP by Kimbo with the flanking penal and conscript. He completely forgot about it. That's really gonna hurt Axis here for early game. Double STG upgrades on the left, and we have a T-70 halfway built in the tier 3 for Von Asten. And Axis only have one Rakettenwerfer, actually 2 Rakettenwerfers to deal with it here. But no light vehicles whatsoever to support.
Yeah, I feel like one of them can need to go for it, for a flak half track. Just because otherwise, going straight for tech is so risky, so hard to do without getting punished.
Ooh, Vickers might go down here in the center on retreat. Just barely gets it out. Double Volks capping the left VP, or not the left VP, but the left fuel. However, the T-70 should be able to come over to shut it down. It's funny because Isildur built a 6-pounder, but you know, the only thing you can use that against is the Kuba wagon. There's no other light vehicles.
We're losing a capture point.
Well, he's prepared. Will be useful at some point in the game.
Yeah, at least he doesn't have to build it later on. I guess he could use it as bait.
A capture point is
Surprisingly though, even with the Allies having these light vehicles on the field, the Axis is holding the line. Oh,
Here goes the Wasp.
We've just lost some armor.
great Raketten shot from Kimbo there, taking it out. The Axis have actually managed to keep both fuels away from the Allies now, even with light vehicles on the field. Great mine placement on the cutoff point as well. Kimbo's doing good to defend his side on the map. And Stuve seems to have locked down a bit of the cutoff point for the fuel on the right as well.
The Rakitten is trying to kill the sandbags and end up like scattering and killing his own mine. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Supply half track is ready for orders.
Build complete.
Man, Stu's really investing into those mines. And he's doing that over getting STGs on Volksgrenadiers, which is interesting.
Well, as you say, mines win games. So, definitely not a poor choice of investment for the munitions. However, Von Asten does have a sweeper that can clear them.
Yep.
Support gun deployed.
Whoa, Von Asten going for mortar. Interesting.
I think he's had enough of that MG34 in the building.
Tier 4 tech going up for Kimbo in quite a risky position here. Doesn't have that much support.
Well, it looks like Isildur will finally have purpose for his 6-pounder as soon as he discovers that. He's gonna need to defend that Schwer with everything he's got. Because it's really vulnerable to AT guns being right out in the open.
terrific Stuve going up on the cutoff as well, so they've made it to tier 4. They're still about 100 fuel away from a tank though, so this is a time where the allies could take over.
The command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
Man. Von Aston having a sweeper in the center VP instead of on the right allowed the mines to go off and get a few wipes on the conscripts on the right VP. Ooh, good ISG shot from Stuve on the right.
Oh, looks like the Kubel could go down to the T-70 in the north there. It keeps missing.
Red, Kubel, red.
Not today.
Light vehicle
Rip
destroyed.
Kubel wagon.
An anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
However, the Axis will be able to afford double Panzer IVs within about 2 minutes here, I would say.
Oh, nice clearing of the mines while he uses his Raketen and the grenade assault.
Destroying the building with the T-70 on the right. Not a bad idea.
Point secured!
Assembly complete.
Incoming fire!
Oh, double Raketens. T-70, gotta be careful. Oh, man.
Ooh. Gets the lucky dodge of one of the Raketens missing it.
Allies have had double fuel for a decent chunk of time here. And they are the first to get a medium tank out. Cromwell for Sildor. And that's a Cromwell despite going for like the 5-man upgrade and weapon upgrade, so I think they've had a slight edge in fuel to this point.
Upgrade complete. Smash it.
Enemy infantry!
On me! Wait, find me a medic!
Target down!
And as predicted, both of them are going for double Panzer IVs.
I feel like this does leave them a little bit exposed to like Zis spam, you know, or like anti-tank gun spam, because they won't have
Yeah, they
easy
have.
access to rocket artillery to counter it.
If no mechanized, they won't be able to get any Stuka, so just relying on one ISG won't really cut it if they start getting AT guns out.
Looks like they're going for an assault on the HQ now. Doesn't have that much support, and needs his machine gun a little bit further forwards if he wants to do this.
He's gotta be real careful if these Sturm piles flanking. It's a 6-pounder out of there. Raketens though being really sneaky. Try to go for the Cromwell, I think, get one shot out. Oh, the other one retreats though. Main gun destroyed on the Cromwell.
Anti-tank gun ready to do some damage.
Ooh, smoke bombs dropped by Stu to keep the Maxim from suppressing the bulks on the right PP.
So we do have anti-tank grenades for Von Aston, and he's got his this up there, so he's pretty well prepared for this Panzer IV. Oh, double anti-tank grenades. Yep. Before it takes engine damage.
Ooh, is this gun deflects with the shot on the Panzer IV? Ooh, Penals could get wiped here if they're not careful with the Fallschirmjägers and the P4. Just barely gets them out of there. P70 forces the retreat of the Fallschirmjägers. It looks like, as you predicted, Tightrope, both of them have gone for double AT guns for the Panzer IVs.
Yeah. It's a good way to counter like this double medium tank play.
Rocket artillery unit has been sent to the battle.
Especially against OKW, you just don't have easy access to it. Rocket artillery, you have to make them mechanized and then make the walking Stuga, which is what, 160 fuel or so? That's a lot of fuel.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
We got a great push from Kimbo here, forcing all of the AT guns to fall back and the Brit infantry.
Yeah,
Could lose a sweeper squad, and looks like he will. Already getting dropped on the engine damaged P4 though, and the bulks. Oh,
Ooh.
almost wipes them.
Crew trained and ready to go.
Oh, almost gets the Rigeddon too. That's pretty good base artillery there. Land mattress though coming onto the field for a Sildor, that could be very strong against all these Rigeddons that are sneaking around. So the way that the Axis tech structures are, they kind of have to play more in the middle and south. Otherwise they risk losing that southern tech structure. We have flares coming in for Kimbo, so he knows exactly what's going on. The recon spotting all of these units coming out of base for Sildor. This is a massive army making its way back onto the battlefield.
And now with the land mattress, I'm wondering if he might try to use it to take out the Schwer on the left.
Yeah, it looks like they might be gearing up for a push like that. G70's coming over, so I might try to use the recon mode to help. But yeah, this could be it. Here we go, land mattress fire coming in. Right on the tech structure.
Could have moved it up a little bit closer for more accurate shells on it, but I guess he's trying to play safe. Ooh, infiltration aids though on the left VP almost wipes the infantry section. Oh, he actually does. Oh man, the double Bren infantry section, bet 2 just goes down.
What? How did that happen?
Well, he threw infiltration aids while he was capping it, took heavy casualties, and then the one model got pinched off right at max range. Uh-oh, and now they're going all in with the AT guns to clear the Schwer.
Smoke coming in though, it's going to block the sight. Double Panzer IVs are right there, so are all of these Rigeddons.
It's gonna go down with the RD flare also being dropped on it. And now the Volks though, right in the arc of fire for those base artillery units to possibly hit them, but they seem to avoid it, thankfully. Getting
yeah.
pushed off by the Vickers.
It's bad news for Kimbo though. Tech structure down. You don't want that happening. It's a big fuel investment.
We now have a Firefly that's just come out from a sill door. Definitely going to help with the Panzer force.
Oh, what's going on here? Where's this Panzer IV going in the north? It's going after this anti-tank gun.
Well, Von Esten realizes this. Stu've got to be real careful. He could actually lose this P4 if he doesn't clear it and then get the heck out of there.
Oh, great shot from the Panzer IV.
I think he realizes this and pulls back. Smart play to distract his opponent from camping the BP, focusing on the Muni point. And right now, the Axis have a full triple cap on Von Esten and the Sildor, with both fuels either cut off or taken.
Yeah, it's looking good for them right now, but...
Uh-oh. Panzer IV, though, doubles his guns, might actually lose it. And he does! Oh, no! Stu!
Oh, that's a disaster because Von Esten just calls in the IS-2. This could about to turn for the worse here for the Axis. They've lost one of their tech structures, one of their Panzer IVs. IS-2 hits the battlefield. I think they're going to be on the ropes very shortly.
Well, lucky for them, the Schwer that went down was Kimbo's, and he went Command Panther dock, so he will be able to call him the Command Panther now, which is what I suspect for the IS-2. Well, it's not a total loss for Axis, but it does definitely hurt them in terms of losing that Schwer.
Yeah, I mean, look at the army size as well. Massive army size lead for the Allies. IS-2 though, sitting in front of these two Rakitans.
They get Fausted with engine damage. Down to half health. Does clear one of the Rakitans with a Maxim.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to recrew the Rakitin with Fallschirmjäger either. They're far too
God,
expensive for that.
Kimbo has just called in the Command Panther, and I suspect he might be pushing on the left-hand side shortly with it against the Sildor.
Yeah, Sildor's anti-tank guns actually... Okay, now he's rotating them now and bringing Firefly over, but it was a little bit exposed on the left side. VP score though, very close to even between these two teams. It has gone back and forth throughout this match. Nice double Rakitin assault.
Ooh, clears the Vickers with the Panzer IV as well.
crew has been lost to enemy action.
Drops flares. Command Panther gets a shot off on the Firefly, but 6-pounder is there to support, push it back. Raketin taking Vickers fire. Both Rakitins retreat.
A couple munitions caches going down for Von Esten as well. Clearly wants to spam those IL-2 Sturmovik attacks.
Looks like Von Esten is bringing some units over to support the left, but they're going to both be forced to retreat. Fallschirmjäger's dropping smoke all around the center BP to try to get the cap going on it.
Yeah, has to abandon the cap with the IS-2 sitting there doing some nice attack rounds.
We now have a regular Panther that came out of the Shreer from Stu. This will definitely help against the IS-2. This is the first shot though.
Yeah, that's a bad start to your day. I have to say though, Kimbo's been doing a really good job in the south. I think he's playing really well here.
Yeah, he's really locked down the fuel against Isildur. Command Panther hits a 9, forces to pull back.
Looks like he's gonna mobilize the Firefly here, try to put a bit more damage on it.
Oh, Conscript's desperately crawling to get an 18-8 on the Panther, but taking heavy casualties.
Oh, nice.
There's
last
the
shot.
MT-34.
Yeah.
Does get the engine damage on the Panther.
A mine here
Cannons are there
though.
though to support. Oh, but the Volk though in the center, definitely going to go down to the Con / penal block. Does go down.
The IS-2 hits the mine finally, so that's out of commission. It looks like Kimbo's going in here.
Yeah, Kimbo might be able to wipe this Firefly here. And he does.
Lost its swines just knocked out
Man, this is going horribly for Isildur in the south.
He's really struggling. I think like he's done 4 barrages with the land mattress now. He's only got 4 kills on it. Really hasn't been very good.
To be honest, that land mattress would probably be a lot better in the center with all the Rakettans and infantry trying to defend it than on the left.
Yeah, probably right.
Triple Rakettans though from Kimbo, oh my god. They got enough AT and more. And as predicted, land mattress is hitting the center. Gonna be able to. Oh, actually, might wipe the Fallschirmjäger. Oh, it just barely escapes with his life. Command Panther though taking hits.
This game, man, I don't see like a clear winner emerging right now. The VP scores even, the army sizes are pretty close to even.
Yeah, this is like pretty linear in terms of who's playing against who. I don't really see an edge based on pop cap and unit composition. As well
Oh,
as
but this
territory.
blob in the middle for Isildur is doing some big damage.
I mean, if I had to guess, I would say Axis probably have a tiny advantage considering they have both fuels. But other than that, though, I'd say it's pretty easy.
There's a march of the Rakettans. They're coming down for the IS-2. They've got a target, but it's behind the tree.
Desperately trying to get out of there. This gun pushes the blob back. Look at that horde, though. Jesus. It's like something Price would do.
Yeah, I think you're right. They got knocked out earlier in this tournament.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
This is a big assault with all these SCG Fox straight down the middle. They've got the flares up as well, I think, so they know what's going on. Know where to target to get the weak points.
Land mattress going down in the center again. Could actually wipe this Fallschirmjäger if he's not careful. Does get away though. I feel like that would have been a lot better on the retreating bolts though.
Rakettans in a little bit of trouble here.
Ready to give some
The
Oh, but the
IS-2
IS-2
also.
He gets the wipe, but all the Raketans though. Except one.
There's the gun crew.
I think he'll be happy with that trade, IS-2 for 2 Raketans.
Back to Blake.
He does give him a lot more AT, but getting rid of the IS-2 does help in terms of armor play, but... Well, he does kill one of the Raketans now, I would say, is worth it. Combined with airborne assault. I think the Axis have the initiative now.
This Katyusha's actually in the arc of fire for the airborne assault. I think it might be targeting the planes. Oh, what a disaster.
Oh, you just predicted that
Another vehicle
perfectly,
has been
Taylor.
lost in the defense of
Oh, I could see it happening. It's
I should have realized he had it in the circle.
right on the edge
Oh,
of the
no.
circle. That is heartbreaking for Von Aston.
Well, that definitely helps the Axis a lot more. Another Firefly from a Sildor. Floating a lot of manpower though. He could maybe do with commandos or an extra AT gun, or even a land mattress again, I guess. To have it on both sides.
Yeah, they could put down a fuel cache as well, or something like that. Plenty of options open to Silver. He is close to his population limit though.
And now it looks like they're going for an all-out assault on both sides to get the VPs to their advantage.
Ready for orders.
Bet for a Raketan worker, that's going to be scary to deal with for a Sildor.
So Command
Man
Panther
Panther
wants...
comes in.
Yeah, it's chasing down this wounded Cromwell. Firefly is there, but just needs
Ooh,
one
does he
more
get
shot.
the kill? Oh, he misses.
Oh, it could go
Might
down.
actually lose the Command Panther if he's not careful.
No, Firefly misses again.
an anti-tank gun.
Lucky
Guess
escape
if they're
there.
both AT guns.
Yeah, I think
Oh
he's
no,
got...
why is he destroying him? He could recruit both of them.
Yeah, I think he's just... he's happy to just
I
kill
mean,
them.
not to say it's a bad decision, but I'd probably try to go for the steal. I guess with all the Raketans he's already had.
Prepare yourself, Nicky.
Yeah, he did rebuild one Raketen, so does have enough anti-tank between that and the Command Panther. But that was some really poor control there for a Sildor. His Firefly was like slightly too far back to properly support. His reactions were too late, and then anti-tank guns just got bullied by Fox Units pushing in.
Six-pounder anti-tank gun finished.
Got AP rounds on the MG34 on the left VP. Looks like the Royal Engineers will be able to get the cap though.
Capture point is being overrun.
Now we've got two bulk squads flanking around, but Maxim is there to suppress both of them.
Oh man, this is looking a little bit grim for the Allies right now, I have to say. Like, Von Aston losing his Katyusha is really hurting them here.
Capturing supply sector.
Well, they do have one land mattress, but it's just they just keep getting flanked on every angle, and it's starting to hurt them.
Like, the land mattress is good for those, like, kind of area denial barrages, but the Katyusha is much more likely to get those wipes.
Oh yeah. Ooh, land mattress on the retreating bulks. and the Raketin workers. Was able to escape with both of them. Both the Firefly and the Cromwell miss. And both the Cromwell and the Panzerford deflect.
There's some bad luck there for Sildor, has to be said.
Let's get the engine damage on the Firefly. Panzerford is looking for blood, but with the 2 6-pounders there, he's gonna have to pull back.
Axis, though, do seem to be taking the lead here, about to set up the triple cap, and
Ooh, one of Kimbo's Volks died to a mine on retreat.
a slight army-sized lead. Well, that's very close to being able to call on a fresh IS-2, however.
He can call in an IL-2 if he wants to. There's no flak half track, and only one Schwer with an AA to deter it.
There are a lot of tanks with machine guns, however. Those pinto guns can shoot them down as well.
That is true.
Especially when you have this many.
Oh, and he is calling it in. Get some damage on the Sturm piles in the center DP. Kimbo now has a Bet 3 Panzer IV. Firefly is totally upgraded, but we've got 2 Rakettenwerfers sneaking up on him. Uh-oh. Command Panther's coming in for the kill on the Firefly. Maybe he'll use the tulips to deter it. He does get out of there with it. Bet 3 Vickers forced to retreat. And now it's just looking really painful for the Allies right now. They've got a triple cap on them. Axis are pushing in every direction. We're gonna need to pull a miracle out here to get back into the game, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be this IS-2. It's gonna have to do some real damage.
I think that early loss of the IS-2 really hurt the Allies to keep up with the Axis.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Land Mattress almost wipes a Raketin on retreat. And again, that Land Mattress really hasn't done a lot on the left-hand side. I feel like it'd be more useful just continually barraging the center, which is always guarded by support weapons.
IS-2 making a push here with double resistance support, already taken down one Fallschirmjäger squad, looking for the second.
Uh-oh, Panther's coming in for the kill.
Right
He
next
does
to a
have
mine.
3 AT guns though. Gonna be forced to pull back.
Come on, Panther, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. There's so many anti-tank guns right there.
He's so tempted. Cromwell tries to come into support, but gets hit by their Kettenwerfer in the center.
I think, though, at the moment, the Axis have a little bit of breathing room. This is where I think they should tick up and get the Walking Stuka out, because these
Yeah, the
anti-tank
Stuka
guns...
wouldn't be a bad idea, but Kimbo's pop capped and then Stube is manpower sapped, so it'll be a bit of a time before they can get it. And right now, Stube is... Oh, he just canceled his second Panzer IV. I think he might be saving for the King Tiger, possibly?
Yeah, well, you have to make another tech truck to do that.
Ooh, Firefly gets a good shot off on the P4. Now the Bet 2.
Oh, he's clearing out these
Piles.
anti-tank guns in the south.
Yeah. Man, Isildur is just getting rolled over every time on the left-hand side by the Axis infantry.
Yeah, he just doesn't have enough to force them back himself. He typically leaves his team weapons quite far forward, just without enough support. Gets them caught off guard frequently. He's lost like 4 anti-tank guns, I think, so far. Basically the exact same way.
Command Panther taking shots from the Firefly, but forced to pull back with the Raketten there. Now a Vet 5 Raketten worker. Oh man. That thing is gonna be a real pain for the Allies. Vet 3 Vickers trying to suppress the blob in the center.
What happened to the Zis for Von Esten in the middle? Look how far forward it is on the VP.
I guess he was trying to wipe out a support weapon, but overextended it a bit too much.
Speaking of anti-tank guns in bad position, Stu's also taking a lot, and so is Von Esten. A lot of Rakettens going down there in the just north of the VP.
Those sneaky Rakettens, though. Can he see the? Oh, he can see the Firefly. Why is he aiming at the motor though? With the Rakettens? I guess for the T7.
He is going after it.
Kimbo, there's a there's a Firefly right there. You could have wiped it. What are you doing? Oh, Panzer IV looks like he's gonna go down, and he does.
Vet 4 as well. That's a big loss.
Stu with double P4s on the right, but Vet 3 Ziz and IS-2 will be able to push him back a bit. Command Panther engaging the Cromwell. Now Vet 3. Now I have a new Katusha going down. Oh, Command Panther looks like he's going to try to finish off the Cromwell. What are you doing, Isildur? He just lets it sit there. And the Command Panther got it. Oh god, Vet 3 Royal Engineers almost go down to the bulks in the center VP.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think Isildur was leading the team down a little bit here.
Yeah.
Oh, IS-2 with engine damage. Okay. Force pulling back. I was looking like they were going to charge in there.
Land mattress on the center, but no support weapons to hit. Incendiary nade on the bolts. Satchel on the... I should say on the penals, but Satchel tries to get the bolts. Fails to. Already dropped on the left VP. Oh god, these Rakettens are in a horrible position. Gonna be taking serious artillery shells. Thankfully the Vet 5 escapes with its life. And Command Panther exposing its rear armor to the Vet 3 Firefly on the left, but
Triple cap for the Axis. Allies draining out really fast.
building another square on the left VP. Katusha goes down though on the right. Might clear the Raketten. Ooh, barely escapes. Command Panther takes engine damage. I think the Allies know the situation is very desperate here, and they gotta hold the VPs at all costs. Problem is though, these bedded Panthers with Raketten Whippers are gonna be a pain to deal with.
Well,
Firefly should help a bit though.
yeah, highly vetted now. Vet 3 self with the bonus damage now.
Infiltration nades on the 6-pounder. Gets wiped.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
More infiltration nades on the center. Was able to avoid them. And we We have a land mattress going down on that bulk blob. Kimbo better retreat out of there before he gets wiped. Ooh. Barely escapes with the blob of bulks. That 5 Raketin takes out the abandoned 6-pounder. And I feel like Von Aston is really pulling his weight here. Just keeping the allies in a strong position with the IS-2, Katusha, and support weapons.
But yeah, that fresh tier 4 is locking out that southern VP, so it does make things very tricky for the allies, and they're so low on VPs, they need to have access to all 3. Otherwise they could just lose the game in an instant if they briefly lose control.
Exactly. Party goes down on the Vet 5 MG34 in 7. Vickers suppresses the Volks trying to decamp. Firefly, though, getting rushed by the Command Panther. Misses its first shot. Blitzkriegs. He could use the Tulip rounds here to great effect if he remembers that he has them. Looks like he won't try to, though. I feel like he really needs to use his munitions a bit more wisely. At least with the Tulips. Because look at this Muni float. 440 munitions.
Yeah, I mean, can use the vehicle crew repairs on his tanks as well, like on that wounded Cromwell. Just
heck, even mines with these aggressive Panther pushes and Raketins would be pretty cost effective.
Speaking of the Cromwell, but it's baiting it perhaps for the Command Panther.
Oh, Tulips just missed the Command Panther on retreat. Finally uses them, but the Raketins though.
Yeah, they're sneaking up. They're sneaking up.
Isildur senses it. He's trying to get out of there. Maybe not. Oh no, no. No, not the Vet 3 Firefly. Oh wait, the Vet 5 Raketin misses. He misses again.
Oh my god.
Run, Isildur, run!
P4 is going in for the kill.
Oh my god. And deflection.
P4 bounces, oh my god.
This is the most blessed Firefly I've ever seen in my life.
Second Katusha.
Oh.
Looks like the Panther wants to go after the Katyushas, perhaps.
The IS-2 will be able to stop it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, finally he's using the vehicle crew repairs, but they are spotted by the flares, so...
Land mattress hitting absolutely nothing in the center. Maybe preventing units from moving up, I guess. Conscripts forced to retreat.
Nice 2 in the north. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
The enemy are at 200 points.
Oh, but the Panther hits the double mines and a Ziz gun there.
He's pulling the IS-2 back. Man, if he just pushed forward there, I think he could have got the kill.
1% health? Attack round? No, it's too far now.
Man, I think Von Essen missed an opportunity there. I think if he just pushed forward with the IS-2, he could have got so many kills.
The IS-2 was half health and he does have a Raketin and P4, but yeah, he could have possibly got it. Although the Cromwell and the Firefly are pushing him on the left now.
I think,
if he uses the Tulips again here,
just like
could have actually killed the Command Panther. Use the Tulips, Isildur.
Yeah.
Use the Tulips. You've got 300 munitions almost.
Like, I can understand Von Esten playing conservatively there, but there are 30 VPs. Like, you know, you need to take a risk.
Yeah, it's
turn the game around.
Do or die, and with, you know, one loss already in the bank, they got to be playing out of their minds here. Oh, he's actually got a second Firefly with Tulips.
Where do you want us? What's it? They're trying to flank us!
The good thing
Fresh
about
pair of Fauschen Jaegers from Stu.
Yeah, the good thing about the Allies right now is they do have quite a lot of meat to just chuck into the central VP again and again, so it is resulting in some good VP control.
Ooh, wonderful land mattress barrage on the retreating Fauschen Jaegers. And it looks like the Allies have at least stabilized both the center and right VP, preventing the drain. And with double Fireflies, they should have a stronger defensive wall against the Axis armor.
Yeah, the Axis have actually been bleeding a lot of manpower recently. You know, the addition of that second Katyusha, they are suffering against this rocket artillery right now.
Another fresh Panzer IV from Kimbo just came out. Interestingly enough, I wonder why VonIvan isn't deciding to upgrade his machine gun on his IS-2 at all. Maybe he's saving for IL-2 again? Or repairs?
Yeah, must be.
Because that does help a lot against Raketans and Bolts. And also skill planes.
Yeah, but on the other side, like, if it doesn't have the machine gun upgrade, it won't shoot at the skill planes, revealing itself in the fog and potentially taking some damage from them. Could be a 200 IQ play there. I feel like, though, with the amount of armor we're seeing on the field, there's going to be just like one big engagement and just everything's going to die and the winner's going to be decided on the spot. Look at these Raketans creeping up in the south. Oh, well, this could be trouble for Isildur. Keeping them stealthed until like the last second here. This could be a nasty surprise.
Oh boy, Vet 5 Raketan Worker. Missing shots once again. Somebody must have given him too much Sennheiser to drink. Katyusha goes down on the center VP. This is the Fallschirmjäger zone.
A lot of smoke coming in trying to cover these caps for the Axis.
Ooh. Just gets the engineers in there to prevent the decap, but forced to retreat, which allows them to. Fallschirmjägers barely escape with their life as well. IS-2 being pushed by the Panther and also Panzer IV.
Oh man, this is still on a knife's edge, man. Everybody is like almost at their supply limit. They've got full strength armies. The VPs are very, very low for both teams. Once again, a super close match. These two teams are just so evenly matched. It's insane.
Looks like the Axis are going to try for a final push here to grab the VP and hold it.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Panther taking shots from the Vetri Zizden in the center, as well as the Panzer IV. The Katyusha barrage goes down on the MG-34. Firefly forces the Command Panther to pull back.
It's the thing though, Kimbo, if he just makes like a brilliant play with these Raketans, like that could seal the game there. You know, sneaking into position. Oh, he reveals them quite early.
He's got the flares down, does get one of the Cromwells.
One Cromwell goes down. Good play there with the camouflage Raketans from Kimbo in conjunction with the flares getting a kill. The thing with Isildur though is look how much resources he's got. Like 1,300 manpower, 300 fuel. He can rebuild 3 more of those Cromwells, no problem.
Yeah, he's got the resources for constant rebuilds, that's for sure. But what triggers me the most, Tightrope, is he's got double tulips on his Fireflies. But he keeps forgetting he has the option that would allow him to finish off any Panther push. Oh.
But it is turning into a bit of a slug match, you know, we're approaching the 1 hour mark between these two teams, like your play does start to drop off in those extended matches.
Yeah.
New land mattress ready to go.
It's for a fresh land mattress, in fact. That's interesting. Guess
Well,
the
definitely could help with camping squads in the center or right, or pushing the Kettons, like the ones we're seeing currently. If he times it right.
Grenades, Mills bombs, are now being issued
okay,
from
we're seeing some
stores.
Falching Jaegers drop behind enemy lines for Stuve. Trying to flank this machine gun in the north. IS-2's up there. Come the
Firefly's
planes.
taking heavy shots from the Command Panther. Command Panther, though, really weak. Is he going in for the kill?
He's going for the Katyushas. Oh man, but he misses.
Oh,
Can he escape with his life? Is this lining up a
he
shot?
just
Will it
fires
bounce?
the tulips. Command Panther, 1% health. Tulips, or I should say, Firefly is hungry.
IS-2 also took a lot of damage in the north,
Attempting to capture our territory.
but everything's gone a limp way with surviving. That is crazy.
It just hurts though, because if he would have used the tulips in that engagement, he probably could have killed that Command Panther.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Look at
But
this.
you can see how much the Axis lost there, though. To like all this constant rocket artillery, they were close to 100 each, and now they're like 83, 75. The rocket artillery is really starting to stack up.
Enemy has 100 points remaining.
My mattress goes down to prevent any more squads to assist in the decap of the center point. Ooh, Sturm Piles bet too go down to the land mattress.
Oh,
Oops.
look at this Panzer IV in the
My-
back lines.
Oh, Volks also go down. Oh, he uses the tulips finally. Yes, Isildur. Yes, use the tulips. There we go. That's what I like to see. Finally. It just took him 1 hour to realize he could use the tulips effectively. Better late than never.
Yeah, so a dive there for Kimbo, trying to find the Katyushas, goes unrewarded, and that was a big loss, but they are capping the VP in the middle right now. Can they secure it?
The Katyusha barrage coming in, and we have nades being thrown. And a land mattress. Jesus, kind of overkill. There isn't anything else there, man. You already forced the retreat. Don't need to waste anything.
Complete saturation of the central VP.
Firefly's trying to kill the abandoned Briquette Warper. Vet 5 Command Panther trying to go in for the kill here.
Oh, bit of piloting issues with this Panzer IV.
We got another Panther coming out from Kimbo and a Panzer IV from Stu. Although Stu's army has really took a hit in terms of infantry. He just has 2 Fallschirmjägers left to camp with.
Yeah, it's just this constant rocket artillery, man. They're just losing so many squads to it.
A gut crew has been lost.
We got a really sneaky Panzer IV though from Stu. I think he might be trying to go for a wraparound on the Katyushas
It's like a Panther's heading
with
down there
the
for
Panther
Kimbo.
from Kimbo
Yeah.
in the deep south.
Looks like they're going to try some big assault here. This is what I was expecting.
Ooh, looks like a Blitzkrieg is starting to
Pulling the
begin here.
smoke.
Drop smoke. Going for the Firefly. Katyushas realize this and are pulling back hard. Use the tulips, Isildur! Use the tulips! No!
Great assault.
Hit the button! You've got the button!
Main gun destroyed. Oh,
Oh
no.
my god!
Both of them go down. Katyusha!
Oh.
Look at these Katyushas! The Panzer IV's coming in from the north, knocking them out. IS-2 also in trouble now. Panther. Oh, the double
my
Panthers.
Lord. This is like 1941 all over again.
Oh, everything's bouncing on this IS-2 though. Can it somehow survive? I don't think so.
Oh, he gets it.
Final Katyusha retreating to
And
the
he
north.
gets-
Destroyed one of our vehicles.
Oh wait, one of the Katyushas is still alive. The P4 engine damage is trying to find it though.
Allies trying to hold on to the VPs though. They know that's what's important. Even amongst all this tank fighting, VP's crucial here.
This Katusha's trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Might actually be able to save it.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Panther's forced to pull back. And actually, Axis, I think, even though the Allies lost so much armor, look at the infantry for the Axis. Like, Kimbo just has an unvetted Volk and 2 Sturms with barely any vet. And Stuve just has 3 Fallschirmjägers, 2 of which have no vet whatsoever.
Yeah, I think the Axis are in the lead now after that big push, but Allies can certainly turn this around.
Yeah, they have the armor advantage, but definitely not the infantry advantage, which is what they need to keep the VPs in check. So if the Allies can regroup and rebuild, which Isildur has a ton of resources to do so, this might actually give them the opportunity to come back into the game.
What a throw, this Panzer IV from Kimbo. Fresh eyes too now for Von Asten as well. Wow, what a turnaround! Like they had so much floating, they've been able to rebuild their army so quickly.
What is the Katusha doing? Going balls deep into the center VP, like, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm just baiting you here. That 5 Command Panther gets it though. Ripped a little
Oh, they managed to stall the cap in the north thanks to that Raketen moving in.
Crashes into a tree.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
VP's still just so tense. But
Oh no, the IS-2 isn't that one. It's a new one, so he can't do secure mode.
Double
Now the
Panther's heading up.
Panthers are
Oh
coming
my
in.
god. There is a Zist there though in support.
Please, they're still going.
Oh, and he hits a mine. The double Fireflies are there.
Use the tulips, Isildur. Use the tulips. He gets 1 Panther. Come on, use it, buddy. Use it. Click the button. You know you want to click that button.
Oh, the second Panther, the Vet 4-1 in
To
trouble
kill
now.
Tulips. Oh, he does
There it is!
But
Oh,
it's a
too
bit
late.
Doesn't get the stun. At least forces of retreat.
Axis charging in the middle. Zisbra is trying to deny them the capture. The Allies have captured the north once more. This is just going back and forth. The VP war wages on.
I think the Allies actually are going to win this. The Axis have barely any infantry left compared to the Allies. This is, and with no rocket army either, this is, I think, a victory for the Allies.
Yeah, those last just couple tank engagements really didn't go their way. Like, they lost 2 tanks for free, basically, Panzer IV and a Panther, and that might have just decided the game.
With that engagement before that, how they lost all that armor, it didn't matter because they just focused on the VPs, even with all that armor being destroyed in the process.
Yeah, they're
They
veteran.
still had the infantry hordes to keep the VPs from being decapped.
They're veteran players. They know, they know what's important, and they knew that 23 VPs, that's what they needed to focus on, so they can still win the game thanks to their huge resource flow after they rebuild their army.
And that 5 Command Panthers trying to get a few sneaky shots off on the armor.
Yeah. Nice tech
And
rounds.
conscripts going for the left VP, but the Schwer should be able to shut it down, even if they clear the MG-34.
Our forces. We are down to 50 points.
And I think the Axis are now realizing, oh shit, we fucked up. Where's all our other infantry at to cap the point?
Yeah, what is Kimbo doing? Is he going for the King Tiger, I think, right? He needs to save the manpower, but I think that's what he's going to do. It's
A
one...
Stuka would have really helped the Axis here. Not having a single Stuka, even with mech, and instead going for KT, I think was their downfall. Because look at these infantry hordes just going to town. There's so much support now.
Oh, the land mattress!
All the Jaegers annihilated by the land mattress. This is...
Oh, and the command panther now as well.
A medium tank was destroyed.
Oh, I think that's it for the Axis. Kimbo abandoning his King Tiger plan, going for a fresh panther now, but...
Oh god, the bet 5 panther might be thrown here as well. There we go, Isildur. Use those tools. I think Stuve just... Yeah, Stuve
throws in the towel.
seems to have rage quit and Kimbo followed.
Hour 7 long, though. That was a marathon match.
What a game. And
Yeah,
there were so many points in this game. I thought the Axis had it, and without the artillery and infantry upkeep, they just lost the initiative over time, slowly and surely.
Yeah. Well, extremely well played by both teams there. That was just an excellent game.
Victory is ours.